what's up? It's Jackie. Okay, so if you guys have, if you're subscribed to my channel or you've been watching me at all, you have known for the past 2 weeks, well, not me personally, but my body was trying to make me into a unicorn. I had this huge, nodular breakout that was right, of course, like right in the middle of my forehead. And it was funny because I was Snapchatting one of my girlfriends and she's like, I'm like, I can't even cover it up. I'm like, what the heck? And I put one of these big googly eyes in my forehead. I'm like, there, totally fixed. Well, obviously, you know, it was awful. I mean, I couldn't even, you can't even hide that type of thing with makeup. And honestly, cystic acne, if you're like one of these women that gets it, it's like a hormonal thing. It can be caused by stress. And really, once these things come on, it can take months, if not years, for them to go away on their own. So one of my subscribers was like, get yourself to the dermatologist, and this was like last Friday, and of course they were closed by the time, you know, it even occurred to me that, hello, I need to go to the dermatologist, I need to get this taken care of. So at this point, I was desperate. You know, it was the weekend now, and I'm like, I cannot live with this on my face anymore. It had been there for 2 weeks, you know, and Lord knows how much longer it was going to hang out. I mean, I had had one that was right here, like right next to my ear for like literally 2 years that has never gone away. So I was legit freaking out. So I went into Ulta and I'm like, okay, I need something. So I literally like went through and I'm like piling all this sort of like every sort of different acne medication into my cart. And then I stepped back to the Mario Badescu, you know, section, and I found on there, I'm like reading through everything. I literally spent like almost an hour in Ulta. I'm reading through everything and I see this stuff and it says, it's called buffering lotion. Okay, this is what it looks like. And it says on the back, an effective overnight spot treatment formulated specifically to target deep cystic blemishes and large clusters of acne. Its anti-inflammatory and soothing ingredients help promote the healing, repairing, and prevention of blemished or acne-erupted skin. With clean fingertips, apply a few drops to the erupted areas every other evening. And as an added treatment, you can apply under the drying mask and reapply after the mask. And so if you guys have watched my videos for a little while, you've seen that I've had something like this on my head before, and last time it was pretty much taken care of also by Mario Badescu by their drying lotion. And this stuff is really good for pimples and whiteheads, and it actually, for some reason, it had cleared that up too the last time I had it. But the last time it was like I'd picked it, you know, I'd picked it into existence, and I think that's why it cleared it up, because it really wasn't something that had like formed on its own. It was something of my creation. And what you do with the drying lotion, this is what it looks like. And I've had this for you know, a few months now. And what you do, you don't shake this up. You just stick a Q-tip all the way into the bottom, into this pink sediment down here, and then you go ahead and you dab it on, you know, whatever areas you have. And this will really take care of any sort of, you know, pimples or anything really overnight. I mean, it dries it up like that within a day or two. So I had been using that on this with, you know, to no avail. It was absolutely like, I'm not going anywhere, sweet pea. So when I saw this and read that this was specific for cystic acne, I really I did a backflip in the middle of Ulta. I didn't, but I did. And so this is different. Now, it has, okay, as you can see, it's kind of like, you can kind of see through here. It has the clear portion up here, and then it has a white sediment on this. Now this you actually shake up until it is dissolved, and you can see on the bottom when it's all, you know, been dissolved, just go ahead and shake it up for a minute or two, and everything will go ahead and dissolve and it'll turn white. Now what you do with this, I literally would put, oh, and the cap is open a little bit, so I already have some on my hands. I would literally put a drop or two, well, about 2 to 3 drops of this, you know, kind of right on the spot and then a little bit around it. And then I would wait for that to dry. Then I would go ahead and put the Q-tip in that, put a little bit of that on this, and then I would go ahead and go back and put this on it. So the first night I used this was last Saturday, and literally the morning after I used this, my spot was half the size that it was. I've been using this for a little over a week now. I have not used it every other night. I've absolutely used it every single night because I do not have time to play around. And as you can see, my horn, it's a little bit still there, but I mean, it is essentially gone. And it has gotten smaller every single morning. I am so pleased with how well this has worked. You get an ounce of this for $17, and that might sound pricey, but I was gonna try 3 different things. I had a salicylic acid thing, then I had a glycolic acid thing, then I had like a peroxide thing as well, and that totaled way more than the bottle of this, and this worked so well on me. I mean, I would recommend this to anybody. This is just something that if you get these types of blemishes, you need to have this in your medicine cabinet. This has been an absolute lifesaver for me. It has even gotten rid of this. Okay, I have had one right here for literally 2 years, and it is almost gone now in a week, and I've never been able to get rid of it. I mean, I've, you know, picked at it of course as well, but it's never ever gone away, and it's driven the living heck out of me because it's just that one, you know, that thing that you're always, you know, if you have like issues touching your skin, you know that you're like, oh, I just need to touch this at all times. This stuff is absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend, I mean, it's now to the point that I want to buy like their entire line of products. Everything is just so specified and it's formulated so well to work on exactly what you need it to work on. I am just beyond excited about this. Again, this is called the Buffering Lotion. I picked this up at Ulta. You can get this at Ulta. I'm sure Sephora sells this as well. And Mario Badescu has their own website. But this comes highly recommended. This really saved my face. You know, I didn't have to go into the dermatologist. You know, because they were like, oh, well, they'll remove it and you'll just have a small scar. Well, honey, Mama doesn't want a small scar, and I definitely don't want a big horn. So this is most definitely, especially, these 2 things are holy grail products for me. Any sort of breakouts, I think between these 2 things, it's going to be completely covered. So that is how I got rid of my horn. And girls, if you have cystic acne, I really hope you go and pick this up. And if you have, please link in the comments below if this is working for you or if you've used this in the past. But I hope you have a great day, okay? Bye.